Okay, good evening, everyone. Can we please rise for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for coming out this evening. We'll open the meeting up to public comment. Again, for those that are new here, front end of public comment is for agenda items only, and then our back end public comment is for general items. So if anyone has any questions, concerns relating to the agenda, just stand up, state your name, and you can ask the question. Okay, we'll close public comment, and this evening is our special presentation. The first one is the leaders of the pack, and we'll call up the elementary school. Okay, we'll go to the middle school.
Okay, so our leader of the pack this month is Luke Erickson. Your teachers all had a lot of really nice things to say about you, so I'll pick some of my favorites. Your technology teacher said Luke is a hardworking and enthusiastic student in technology. He works to make sure all his classwork is exemplary and submitted in a timely fashion, which we love. Your ELA teacher said Luke reads with strong comprehension and makes thoughtful inferences. His writing is organized and very detailed, showing a strong command of grammar, vocabulary, and voice. He's doing a great job in ELA. I also really loved your peer leadership mentor over here, Miss Ozzy. Luke is a driving force for our peer leader club at HMS. He has a mature way of sharing his thoughts and ideas and is a true leader, holding high values for himself, our school population, and the community. It is a great honor to know him. He is a true inspiration. So back to follow next month, huh? All right, here you go.
We're going to pose over here.
We're going to slide down so we're not.
Parents, you can come up to take photos also.
Yeah. All right, whenever you're ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you.
All right, we got some press here.
Can we see the certificate?
Oh, yeah, you want to take it.
There you go.
There you go.
I was very pleased to see.
Pictures.
Either yours, whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take one too. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna retake them all, so stay there for a few, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
One more.
Congratulations.
We'll go to the high school. Sure.
So for the high school, we have Alexis Violaris. Okay. So lots of great things. Miss DeWitt, her technology teacher, says Alexis goes above and beyond with anything she does. Whether she is handling her multiple club sports or upper level classes, her ability to manage her time and prioritize tasks is impressive. What encouraged me to nominate Lexi, besides her strong work ethic and interpersonal skills, is the clothing drive she ran. She shared how overwhelming the entire process becomes, but knows it is worth the efforts to give back to our community and keep clothing out of the landfill. Mr. Cozzolino, her science teacher, Alexis is responsible, smart, friendly, and trustworthy, but most importantly, she comes in every day with a positive attitude that can put a smile on anyone's face. It's been a joy to work with her these last 2 years, and she is an excellent choice for leader of the pack. And Miss Whiston,
one of her math teachers. Alexis is the kind of student whose dedication and work ethic set her apart. She never expects anything to be handed to her and earns her every success through genuine effort. She consistently goes out of her way, not only to achieve her goals, but also to uplift and support the people around her. Her bright presence fills the room, and she has a natural talent for making others smile.
Do the parents want to join the picture?
Let me do one of this, and then we'll grab mom and dad. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right. Does mom and dad want to join? Or you want to take?
Come on. He's going to use the one with the parents here. Mr. Reynolds is going to use the one with the parents, so they could join us. Oh, no, they're good? Okay.
All right.
Congratulations.
Okay, now the elementary school.
Oh, is this yes? I'm sorry. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. We have Alec Turner here from the elementary school, and Mrs. Borello is here back there. This is his classroom teacher. Alec is a student that always shows respect to his teachers and classmates, treating everyone with kindness. He's the first to lend a helping hand to a friend in need and never hesitates to stand up for others, whether they know it or not. He looks out for the safety and well-being of those around him, making sure everyone feels included and that everyone is being treated with kindness. Every day he works incredibly hard, staying focused and determined to finish his work to the best of his ability. Alec is also extremely well-mannered. There is never a day where he doesn't greet Mrs. Borello with a hello in the morning and a goodbye before he leaves for the day. Alec is truly a great example of what it means to be a leader of the pack. Mr. Helmer, your PE teacher, says in physical education, Alec is a pleasure to have in class and is always prepared for activity. Alec is willing to help his classmates in small-sided games and demonstrate new skills to the group. Alec gives excellent effort on a daily basis and enjoys participating with his classmates. Thank you.
All right, ready?
Smile.
Smile.
There you go.
Excellent.
Good smile. You can come to the picture. You want to take a picture? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect, sir. Congratulations.
Okay, on behalf of the entire Board of Education, we'd like to congratulate all the leaders of the pack. Job well done. Our next special presentation is from the Lions Club. We have a representative here, I believe, from the Lions Club.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to come up and make your presentation?
Thank you for having me, everyone. My name is Joe Maselli. I am the first vice president of the Marlboro Milton Lions Club. Tonight, we're here to honor the artists behind this painting here. So every year, the Marlboro Milton Lions Club and Lions Club International holds a contest, a peace poster contest, where we ask different school districts to submit artwork. No verbiage, no wording, just strictly artwork to capture a message. This year's message was Together as One. Okay, so here is the depiction submitted by Sydney Reynolds. I'd like to ask her to come up. We have a Marlboro Lions Club, and we award you that certificate in addition to an undisclosed check. Perfect timing. Christmas presents. But please, a round of applause. We have hundreds of entries. So we vote on this as a club at one of our annual dinners, and this was one of the winners. It's just tremendous work. Would you like to say anything about the work or explain it?
It's supposed to explain how this side is how like pollution is taking over and it's not going so well. And this side is to explain how nature is just trying to do better and how everyone should work together.
I'm glad we heard this. It's much better than. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Will that picture be on display anywhere?
Yes, I'm gonna have it at the middle school.
At the middle school. Wonderful.
Very nice. There's a cafeteria.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Beautiful job.
Okay. A beautiful piece.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Underneath the
His cap.
They were gonna propose to me. I didn't know how I was gonna break it to my wife.
Oh, boy.
Consent agenda, I think.
How do we follow that one?
We have our consent agenda. It's from EA1 to D.4.4. I'm sorry, 6. Again, as usual, if there's any items in the consent agenda that you'd like to have pulled out, voted on separately, or if you need clarification for any of the items, just shout those out, and hopefully the superintendent can answer any of your questions.
Yeah, nothing except to see, I'm happy that the steeplechase issue is all resolved, and that'll put this matter behind us.
Yes.
Along with
Resolve in the
many of
best
these-
interest of the district.
Yeah, along with many of these other construction type issues. It's good to see.
Okay, if there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion to accept. Motion by Heather, second by Ed. No further questions. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Okay. We'll move into our principal's report, elementary school.
Only one, I guess, not change, but one last thing I just wanted to add. It's more of a letter that I got from a parent this morning. First email I read, and it was like, how can you not start your day off with such a good email? And it kind of just speaks to what my board audition was. Just last night was our winter concert, which went extremely well. Both of the teachers did a phenomenal job. And it ran really smoothly. So, and this kind of, for those of you guys that don't know, we do the performance during the day for all the students so they can see it. But anyways, this parent reached out and just said that on behalf of her kindergartner, Emmy, she came home right off the bus with such joy and excitement when she got off the bus, and just that she was super happy to hopefully be part of the music and be in band and everything else. And so she talks about like how she was so excited to be part of the music. So, like I said, I asked the parent, I was like, I called her, I was like, can I share this? Because this isn't, this is kind of cool. Like, a little kindergartner getting off the bus and like how excited they were about it and what they saw during the day. So I was already going to talk about this, but yeah. So I guess hats off to our music department for doing such a great job last night. So yeah, that's my only addition. Do you guys, anyone have any questions for me?
Thank you. Andrew?
Okay, I have one slight, I don't know if you can call it a change, on my board report. Our last day of school before break, we always do some sort of holiday event, and I think I called it the extravaganza, which we've called it in the past. This year, for the first time in many years, we're bringing back like a show element to it, where the staff are involved in some sort of performance. This is new to me since I've been here, but I wanted to throw that on there. That's something that's been whipped up by our events committee and our PBIS committee, and everybody's looking forward to it, and we're hoping that's something that we can build on throughout the years. So I wanted to add that. It's not in my board report, so I wanted to add that. And that's my only addition or a change. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you.
High school, Brandon.
Good evening, everybody. Just one board addition tonight. We had our newly adopted Washington, D.C. trip that took place this past weekend, Friday through Sunday. I want to thank the board for approving that later this summer, or this late summer, to start a new tradition of alternating between Canada and D.C. So that went very well. Thank you to Christina Saylor, high school social studies teacher, who really took on that trip and all that planning. Thank you to the business office and transportation for making all those pieces come together. It's not easy planning an out-of-state trip, so thank you to everybody. Hats off to everybody for that. They had the excitement of stopping in Philly. Was their first stop. Actually got a text from Bill Zimmer, and he was very confused why there was pictures of Philadelphia for a DC trip. So had to explain to him that they did make a stop on the way down in Philly. They toured the Capitol. They stopped at the Air and Space Museum, American History Museum, other various memorials, finished up in the Holocaust Museum, and got a lot of great feedback from the kids, the staff, and some parent emails as well. So it's a good tradition that we're going to look to continue in the next coming years. Any questions for the high school board report?
Do you have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Just want to comment back to the middle school. When I go home this evening and tell my wife that you
She's going to want to come in and be a guest.
re-energize the holiday spirit.
Well,
She's gonna be very happy.
you can thank Miss Victoria Barone for spearheading that. It's not quite as robust as what I've heard in the past, but we're getting there. We're going to get there. It should be fun.
Okay, our directors report. Does anyone have any questions you want to shout out to our directors? They're here this evening.
No
I
questions?
keep saying that, I think every month. You must be doing a wonderful job that we have no questions.
They are doing a wonderful.
Thank you to all our directors. All right. I think who opens up next?
So starting off at the elementary school, our kindergartners held their first ever recreation of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, proudly marching through the halls with their handmade balloon floats. They put tremendous effort into designing and creating each float, and their creativity really shined. Students and staff lined the hallways to cheer them on, making it a joyful school-wide celebration that brought a lot of excitement to the building. On to the middle school. Modified sports began last week, and participation across all programs has been strong. The modified wrestling team has seen especially nice influx of new wrestlers, thanks in part to members of the high school wrestling team, along with Coach McFarland visiting the middle school to talk with students about joining the sport. The middle school winter band and chorus concert will take place on Wednesday, December 10th. Students are excited to showcase their seasonal and holiday selections for families and the community. And Winter Spirit Month is also in full swing, and both students and staffs have been enjoying the various spirit days. Upcoming favorites include Ugly Holiday Sweater Day, Holiday Movie Character Day, and of course, the celebration of the 67th day of school. And finally, at the high school, on November 26th, senior Alexis Villares hosted a secondhand clothing giveaway at the high school from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. as a part of her Citizenship in Action project. Her goal was to reduce clothing and textile waste while helping destigmatize secondhand shopping. The event was well received and provided a meaningful service to the community. Winter sports officially began on November 17th, including varsity and JV boys and girls basketball, varsity boys and girls winter track, varsity bowling, and varsity wrestling. This past weekend, the wrestling team competed in a tournament in FDR, with many of the Huskies placing in top positions. Additionally, the boys varsity basketball opened up their season with a win last week against Chapel Field. And finally, the PTSA is also hosting a fundraiser at Panera Bread. I'm gonna pass these flyers out to everybody because I know how much everybody loves Panera Bread here. Come on. And it's going towards the PTSA Scholarship Fund. Personal touch. No excuses for not going.
I like Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to the right one.
Oh yeah.
It's the one on Route 9.
Absolutely,
Thanks, sir.
it's clearly marked here. Thank you.
Left and takers and takers.
I have some.
You're a politician.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And then that's all I have from our report this morning.
Any questions for Logan? Okay, we'll move on to our assistant Sue, Dr. Boyd.
As you can hear from Logan and our building admin team, it's a very busy time of year. There's a lot of activities going on. I can say that our faculty and staff do such a great job of working in these fun activities and blend them into our learning throughout the day, and finding ways to celebrate all of our different holidays and acknowledge and meet the needs and the backgrounds of all of our students. So kudos to them. Actually, and a lot of the times this is the time of year I get to be a mystery reader in a lot of classrooms, so I get to go in and have some fun in there as well. We held a substitute training about 2 weeks ago. This is something we do every so often based on the applications that we get. We get a group together and go through a training and trying to prepare them for going into the classroom. So we'll go over what a day will look like and scenarios and try to prep them for working in the classroom. As I've been mentioning the last couple of meetings, we have our portrait of a graduate that we've been working on. We do have our next meeting coming up in January with all representatives from the county. Right now, our admin team is collecting information from our faculty and staff to help bring forward with us to help in that next planning session. And lastly, we are planning for our next Superintendent's Conference Day. We have a half day in the middle of February. As Mr. Freer is going to touch on, part of our safety update to our plan will be some trainings on that, and we have some other continuation of some of the work that we did in February as well. So that planning is underway and will be finalized over the next couple of weeks.
Okay, any questions for Dr. Boyd?
I do. Pat, have we ever seen a report, or can a report be produced, and maybe we've gotten this artifact and I'm not familiar with it, by grade level, percent regular ed, percent special ed?
Yeah, I can get that for you.
Very generic, but a top level report.
Yeah.
If we could get that emailed or shared on the.
Yep, that's no problem.
On the site. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, go to our superintendent.
Okay, so as Mr. McCormick mentioned, last night was our elementary school concert. We have 2 other concerts coming up in this week. The middle school will be tomorrow evening, and then the high school will follow up on Thursday. Should either of those dates be postponed for any reason, the snow date would be next Monday, the 15th. But let's, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get everything in this week and let families enjoy those concerts. Just a reminder, this is actually from the community, from the town, that Light Up the Hamlet will happen this weekend. So I was asked to please share that with the group. And then our winter recess starts on December 24th through January 2nd. School will reopen on January 5th. As Dr. Boyd mentioned, Dash's law went into effect and our safety plan has been updated, run by legal counsel. That has been posted on our website for the 30-day mandatory review. We're accepting any public comments or questions. Those can be submitted directly to me, and I'll make sure that those are all
addressed at the adoption of that plan on January 13th at the board meeting. For those that are not aware, this has to do with the regulations surrounding AEDs throughout our district and the way that will be managed. In February, we will have a training as part of those requirements. That'll be in place on that superintendent's half-day conference day in February. And then finally, this is a push for the Rotary. This is the time of year that the Super 25 raffle tickets are available. And as a Rotary member, I do have some of those in my office if any board members are interested, or you can contact any Rotary member. We like to push this one fundraiser because it's the largest one they do each year. And Rotary does such a great job of supporting our district and giving back, especially to our elementary school with the Junior Achievement Program and with the book program that we do at the elementary and the middle school. So if everyone can support them in some way, that would be wonderful. And that's all that I have.
Any questions for the superintendent? Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Under Board of Education, anyone have any new business?
Yeah, I had a new item. Being that we have the field and the grounds, I'm just curious if we've ever had a physical security assessment. To my knowledge, we've never had an outside, and I know this is like a coaster that the Ulster BOCES provides, but to come in and look at our physical security and give us a report.
On all campuses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Didn't we have one done? We had one done for the buildings when we first had the cameras put in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there was a push.
I'd like to see that. If there was a security assessment.
There was a push a few years ago. It wasn't necessarily a COSER. It was a grant that Ulster BOCES had, and we were not in that first round. And then the grant money was no longer there. But that is something that Ulster BOCES is working on to get that back up, so that districts that did not get in that first round can get in. But on that same regard, we have our Town of Lloyd police come every year and walk our grounds with us to kind of highlight some things that we need to think about. So not official through any outside agency, but our internal folks have done that along with Mr. Miller.
No,
that's usually anecdotal, and they don't necessarily produce a report, though,
Correct.
right? They just tell you, hey, we approved this or that.
To piggyback on Mike's question, I know we have plans in place for emergencies, active shooter, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been extended to the stadium or the field and exterior games? Have we analyzed that? Has it?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know then.
And I believe it was Mrs. Samuel a couple of years ago that paused us in talking too much about some of the things that we've discussed.
This is a service provided by a third party that's their business to go into businesses, municipalities, and produce a report for the Board of Education. We haven't done that I think I've been on the board 12 years or something like that. And, I just think that would be a good, even if we did it once in 20 years, I just think it's a good practice to get an outside eye with the facilities coming to completion and things like that, to just give us input.
What's the feeling on the rest of the board? Looking for a consultant to come in.
Well, we could get prices right now, but yes, it would be through BOCES,
I
so
would
it's
look to
aidable.
run it through BOCES so that it would be aidable.
You're looking on the average cost of that written assessment would be $6,000 to $10,000. Aided.
The culture has shifted and the
At a
technology has
60%.
shifted. I think the needs have shifted, so I think it would be a good thing to get out there.
Anyone else have any input? No, good idea.
Let's just see at least the proposal, and then we'll say what
All right, we'll have the
we can see what we say
superintendent
no or yes to.
look and bring back some proposals, and then we'll go from there with it.
Okay.
Have we done anything like that similar from a cyber perspective? Well, that's a big thing and a big concern at times.
I mean, that's part of I believe our audit every year.
Yeah, so part of being part of the BOCES WAN is you have to commit to certain security services. Some of those are required, so they're what they're called mandated costs by BOCES. Others are optional. There are tests that you can sign up for. And again, it's part of their COSER. You might have heard IT penetration tests, different assessments they have. There are those instruments, and we would look for our, director of technology to maybe provide insight, but those services are available. But a certain level of security is built in because we are a shared municipal system.
Correct.
Okay, anybody else? Thank you, Mike. Old business, I don't believe we have anything that we haven't finalized at this point in time. Under miscellaneous, just we're going into our budget season. I know Desmond's probably actively working on preparing a initial budget proposal that we'll start looking at come the new year. And a few other items that probably are going to come up in the beginning of 2026. And I know we're right around the corner from it's not a mandate yet, but to look at electrified buses. So that's going to be something that we'll probably have some discussion moving forward. So that's an active piece that's going on with the state coming down to the districts. Outside of that, I don't think I have anything else as far as miscellaneous or anything good and welfare of the district. If anyone else has anything they want to shout out.
Question, actually. Going backwards to the high school report, you had a very successful trip, right?
Yes.
No issues getting that off the ground?
No, I think it was just because it was a new trip out of state. Typically, we go to Canada, so those procedures are a little bit different because it's going out of the country. Right. I believe there was.
The reason why I'm asking is really no problems, but obviously probably needed some level of insurance, correct? And nothing held that up.
Well, I think
How did we do that and make that work?
Well, we worked, like I thanked the business office and transportation because there was something in regards to a rider that was required. And we just needed to make sure we had the right company that was able to, offer that. So having to work with the, with the bus garage and transportation to get it done, which we did.
Is there anything we can take from that can be useful for any future trips and or special occasions?
So if I may jump in on that, in the district, we try to get preferred bus companies. We were down to one, and now working with the high school and going back and forth the insurance, we now have two preferred coach buses that we can use. So Canada trip, DC trip, other trips that I need a charter bus. We actually have two buses that meet the nicer requirements. So that's not a hurdle that we're looking for to resolve. If we can resolve that, everybody else can go forth and look, make sure the trip is done because the insurance, we have buses that are good and cover the insurance requirements. So that was a good plan.
The required riders are carried by the transportation company. It wasn't an additional expense.
Okay. So we've got two preferred bus companies now with the appropriate insurance. So that's very good for the district to have.
Good. It's a start.
It's good dialogue.
Yeah, and once we got it, squared away, the company was great. It was a nice brand new bus. Kathy and Pete's guys checked it out in the morning.
Everybody was happy with the service.
Yeah.
Did it come back with a lot of Philly cheesesteak wrappers in there?
Maybe a couple filled.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Yes.
Thank you. Good. Anyone else? Okay, I'll open the meeting back up to public comment for general items. All right, I'll close public comment. I'll ask for a motion to go into executive session for HTA contract negotiations. Motion by Jeanine, seconded by Jen. We will not be coming back out into public session, so we'll adjourn in executive session.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yes.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And
Are we staying here?
Yeah.